Okay, you know what? My goofy ass, excuse me, I had the mic off. Okay, it should be. Okay, you know what? My goofy ass, excuse me. Okay, all right, we live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Solo TV 84. I'm your gracious host, Solomon Jones. I want to welcome everybody, whether you're watching from Twitter or YouTube, okay? And today, guys, we're going to cover part two live stream anyway of this DJ Akademiks situation. Now, I did do a live stream which is on Patreon, and also I did a standalone video that is on this channel. So we're going to cover the DJ Akademiks situation. If DJ Akademiks is being possibly blackballed or humiliated, okay? Because DJ Akademiks has said certain things throughout the years, and I've listen, I'm not these other YouTubers. I'm not gonna be like, hold on, guys, let me Google it. No. We pile the receipts and then we present it to the public, and then I'm gonna let you guys critically analyze it for yourself as I would, okay? Because that's what we're here for, to critically think and analyze. This is a high IQ conversation. We're not here to paint DJ Akademiks as guilty. We're here to look at what, the facts, what is being said and things like that. Because right now, DJ Akademiks is definitely getting dragged on social media, right? And this is one of the things, guys, that I detest about social media, the lack of critical thinking, because it's all about who's more popular or liked. If you're not liked, then you're guilty according to the public. Before the trial even began, and you guys notice in social media, everybody's a lawyer all of a sudden. Everybody's a judge. Everybody's some sort of a legal expert, right? Because people go to these courtrooms, they take a pen and a piece of paper, then they hit the live button after, right? Listen, if you're not the lead attorney, don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, the only thing I know is this. What I know is this. I'm a content creator who talks about current events, dating, technology, crypto, okay? And I'm covering this topic because it's in a realm of what could happen when a date goes bad, allegedly or supposedly, or allegedly. So anyway, without further ado, guys, please hit the like button. I'm going to play a clip of DJ Akademiks talking about a situation that he had with Nicki Minaj back in 2015. Now, DJ Akademiks made this public in 2018. Roll the clip.
I think Cardi's going to come back crying, as I've said before. I don't want to repeat myself, but she's going to come back crying, and she's going to point out, quote-unquote, bags that were stopped. You know what I mean? Like, Nicki's the same person who definitely 100% blocked Safari from 100% blocked Safari from going to an awards show. For someone, they could imagine that's a bag that you stopped. Like, that's a possible opportunity that you blocked off. Safari spoke on it at that time. K. Michelle spoke on it that, she thought I was fucking Meek and she took my song or my title or whatever it was. Who else? There's another name that I'm missing. But it's been multiple shit. She had even issues with Charlamagne after Charlamagne was on her album, and allegedly she may have tried to get Charlamagne fired. You get me? Or at least call up to get him in trouble. Whatever it is. Like, come on now. Like, if we're talking about stopping checks and stopping bags, I can't speak for Cardi B, but Nicki, you're not going to sit here and act like you've never tried to stop or prevent anybody you don't like from succeeding. That is complete hogwash, complete bullshit. If in 2015 or whatever the year was when you were calling around for me and word got to me because it was only a couple of people who knew me and they said, what did you do to Nicki? She's very upset and she's in her feelings about whatever. She wanted to know who you work for, blah, 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 because, she's on her shit. If I worked for somebody, you would have absolutely got me fired. And then you would have said you didn't get my bag stopped.
Okay, so DJ Akademiks, guys, right? And let me know, chat, if y'all can hear me. You feel me? Okay, so DJ Akademiks is making the allegation that Nicki Minaj in 2015 was making phone calls or DMing people trying to figure out who he worked for to get him fired. Okay? Now, I've been in YouTube for a long time. I used to be part of a space that I call the Goofy Sphere, where I've seen all types of things happen on camera, behind the camera, people doxing, people trying to get people fired, people pulling up people's criminal records. I mean, it's a messy space, right? So to me, this is not far-fetched to believe that Nicki Minaj at one point was trying to get DJ Akademiks fired because of the fact that he may have spoken too much or not covered her in a favorable light. By the way, guys, this video is not going on Patreon. This video is public. I'm going to keep it PG. I was really trying to keep it PG. I'm going to keep it PG, okay? Because there's no graphic whatchamacallit. So this video is going to be public. But I do believe that. Okay, the blackballing in it. Listen, when I say entertainment industry, I need you guys to understand. I'm not just talking about the music industry or Hollywood, but I'm also talking about YouTube, right? I know I have a small YouTube channel, about 50,000-ish people, right? But you guys, some of my OGs, you guys know I've interviewed some heavy hitters back in my day, and the politics behind the scenes are ugly, gruesome. We're going to cover more of that in a bit. Let's keep it going. Let's keep it flowing.
Okay, except you couldn't. So again, I'm working, and my only frame of reference for this, and I will hold her to the fire to this. If I'd never seen you do these backhanded, underhanded, behind the scenes tactic that would have involved me, I would have said it's just hearsay. But you're gonna have to answer about this, not only for Cardi, for K Michelle, for these others. It's been a ton of people, Nicki. You gonna sit here, you've never stopped a bag? I have an issue with you saying that. So, again, while I believe that, if I'm Cardi, and I 100% believe she, like, Nicki knew, this whole thing that, like, even her fans or whoever is saying that, yo, Atlantic is trying to, is Nicki?
And I know you guys are wondering, Solo, why are you playing this clip? What does Nicki Minaj have to do with any of this? Guys, this is just the introduction to the entree that we're going to get into, the main thing, okay? Because I need you guys to understand, whether you're dealing with the music industry, whether you're dealing with Hollywood, or even on YouTube, from my personal experience, this whole blackballing and behind-the-scenes politics happens in any industry where there's money to be made. There's a lot of people that will do anything for a check, or like Kendrick said, there are a lot of goofies with a check, right? There's a lot of people that will go against their own morals to secure the bag. So this is the intro, guys. And because I gotta, once again, guys, this is for my high IQ people that are able to discern the wisdom that I'm putting down, so that way you can pick it up. You feel me? Let's go.
Yo, let me just make sure she's done on.
I don't usually do this.
This whole thing that you're saying that Atlantic wants to get you out, and your fans are saying everybody's on Atlantic payroll. My nigga, Atlantic is competing with you. Of fucking course they want to get you out. They're not supposed to love you. You don't make them a fucking dollar unless you collab with Uzi or something. But for the most part, you don't. They want to have the biggest female superstar in the world. They've been looking for it forever. You feel me? Yes, they've been telling bitches, I agree with this. They've been telling bitches, yo, we want to sign you. Are you willing to go with Nicki when we sign you? Because we want to put a lot of money behind you. We want to get Nicki the fuck out of here. Bro, they're competing with you. They don't owe you nothing. Every record label don't like the other nigga record label. I could tell you this. I've talked to record labels that had meetings, 100%. Y'all think record labels love other niggas? I've had meetings with record labels where they say, listen, what the fuck are you getting paid by 6ix9ine and his label? We'll give you whatever. Do not fuck with him. Fuck with us. That's how labels move.
And the same thing happens on YouTube, except cats ain't throwing money in. But cats is like, if cats are beefing, right? What they finna say is, yo, which side you gonna ride with? This and that, right? And I've talked about this before, very publicly. And people, oh, you're bitter, you're this and that. Nah. We got to bring this up because this type of stuff really goes on, whether it's in YouTube, Hollywood, or the music industry. There's all types of stuff going on where people have to pick sides or people play politics. And if you are on the wrong side or you're on the right side, you're going to get clapped if it doesn't work out for you.
All want the hot person. Stop acting like this is some conspiracy that's only for Nicki. Nobody wants the other nigga to have the hot person. I've had 5 labels say that. What are they paying? We'll give you, write your own check. We want pick an artist on our label, be cool with him, do that. We'll give you whatever. And I just told him, like, yo, I'm just cool with the nigga, like, whatever. But that's how labels move. Yes. Do you think at Warner Warner has OVO radio, so OVO Sound, which is Drake's label. So they do love Drake. But let me see, Warner. Okay, Sony. You think Sony loves Drake? Fuck out of here, nigga. They can't wait to probably like get Drake the fuck out of here. If they could get a Drake replacement, everybody wants to have.
Yo, what's up, Carlos Rosado? He says, dang, I thought you left YouTube solo. I haven't gotten a notification or anything. Yeah, yo, listen, man. My channel been blacklisted, bro. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know that. I get that all the time from people sending me emails or leaving comments like, hey, there was one brother who said he hadn't gotten a notification from a video over a year. You guys know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time YouTube is on when it comes to me, bro. So, yeah, it is what it is. But once again, man, the show don't stop, man. We got to get this out there for the people.
The hot guy. Everybody wants to have the hot girl. Saying that Atlantic is trying to get Nicki out is saying that, yo, fucking the Lakers want to beat the Cavs. Yes, dummy. Yes. We're going to sign whoever we can to get you the fuck out.
Okay, guys. So basically, you guys got the gist of it. DJ Akademiks back in 2018, right, made the allegation that Nicki Minaj was trying to get him out the game back in 2015. Now, I believe Akademiks. I don't see why he would lie about that, because you guys got to remember when Akademiks first came out, right? Nobody really knew who he was. He came out the blue like a tidal wave, right? And he really cemented his spot, particularly, in my opinion, from 2014 to 2018, nobody was fucking with Akademiks when it came to hip hop news and shit. Like, nobody was, because he was like, real talk, I ain't never seen a dude make a standalone video and he was punching back to back to back with jokes and, you know what I'm saying, like that. The delivery was just different. You know, the kid was ahead of his time, right? Oh, you glazing Akademiks. No, listen, I'm just telling you guys, from 2014 to 2018, nobody was touching Akademiks, okay? And really, that's one of the reasons why you saw Complex cut the check for him, right? You saw that. Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I think Akademiks' content from 2014 to 2018 is far better than it is now. You know, you listen to Akademiks then, you see he's not on the Henny, you see he's not yelling crazy or doing all that. You know what I'm saying? No antics. It's just talking coherently. Is you know, I'm telling you, 2014 to 2018 Akademiks was a different animal. You know what I'm saying? It's like LeBron back in 2010. You feel me? Carlos says, not gonna lie, 2024 has been crazy. Cat Williams started it off. DJ Akademiks looks guilty. He sounds guilty. His body language is guilty, in my opinion. All right, Carlos, I mean, that's your opinion. You feel me? I will say this. My opinion is that this is, and I've said this before publicly, whether you guys have asked me about the Andrew Tate case or when you guys asked me about the Amber Heard case. Matter of fact, with the Amber Heard case, I got to keep it real. As soon as I heard that broad, she defecated on that dude's bed, I was like, yo, she guilty, bruh. She guilty. Because what type of, listen, bruh, what woman you know is going to do that to a dude? What, like, sane woman? So as soon as I heard that she's, like, cocked over, squatted on the bed and let out that dude's stews, I was like, she guilty, right? With Andrew Tate, I said this before. I don't understand. They had this cat in jail with no charges for about 6 months. He's been out now for about a little over a year. They still don't have no charges. Now, in this situation, right, Akademiks was never criminally charged. That's a fact that we know of. Now, I did hear that allegedly they did try to charge him, but there was I forgot the name, but there was some sort of is it called grand jury? I forgot. But it was like a vote that they had where, like, 9 people said no, don't pursue the case, and like 3 said yes. Okay, so the grand jury, I believe that's what it was. They didn't want to pursue the case, and on top of that, he has footage. Now, on the defendant's side, or the plaintiff side, right? She said that she got an R kit done where Akademiks juniors were found in her deposit box, which is kind of sus to me because Akademiks never, in the video that we saw in December, mentioned that he had intercourse with her. Okay. So all I'm saying is this. For me personally, I'm not a judge. I'm not a lawyer. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting for the case to come out because I do think that if the footage is played and it does show that she engaged willingly, that would go in Akademiks' favor. Now, on the flip side, if it's a situation where it was found where there was drugs and alcohol involved and that Shorty was pressured into this, because those pictures too, I seen them, they're damning. So at the end of the day, all I'm saying is this. I'm going to wait for the case to come out. And then once we get through the facts, I'm going to go off of that. So right now, we just got to go off of, what we see. But let me keep back on topic, because if I keep talking about stuff in the chat, I'll get sidetracked. So please make sure to super chat if you have a question, because we have a lot to go through, okay? Now, when we're talking about humiliation ritual, a lot of people think that I'm talking about Illuminati stuff, right? You guys have heard the rumors. Some of you guys have heard the speculation that if you want to get put on in Hollywood or the entertainment industry, you're going to have to take some rod. Pause. No Diddy. Get it? Lil Rod, because Lil Rod is suing P. Diddy, because Lil Rod alleges that to get on P. Diddy, he had to. Okay, you guys get it, right? Now, I will say this. In Hollywood, right? Casting couch. Guys, this is not no secret. This has been exposed for years. And a thing that they talk about is humiliation ritual, right? But the humiliation ritual is not always in regards to Illuminati. We're going to talk about that in a moment. But when it comes to P. Diddy, DJ Akademiks has been exposing P. Diddy for years. It's just some of y'all didn't pick up what Akademiks was putting down. Let's roll the clip to what Akademiks said back in 2018, 2019 about P. Diddy. Let's go.
Again, I don't really think I even believe all this stuff, but I'm gonna just say this. In the land of Hollyweird, like, don't ever think none of this shit is like just too weird for you. There's couple executives that I be hearing that are fucking the male rappers. And they're male too. And I've been saying, how come he keeps sucking these niggas off and nobody talk about this? But because I don't want to get just randomly killed, I won't mention them niggas' names either. I kid you not. I kid you. Yo, I've heard it from so many people with so many different stories. I'm like, this can't be. Oh yeah, I had a meeting and said, let's all fool.
Okay, guys. Now, I know he didn't say P. Diddy's name. But y'all, who do you think he was talking about? Okay. I personally think Akademiks was talking about P. Diddy in that clip. Now, this came out in 2019, 2020, something like that. I don't know the exact year, okay? Duhan Green says, it's a civil case for money, not criminal. The cops been had the evidence. Facts. Please hit the like button, man. Please hit the like button, okay? So now, guys, we're going to get into DJ Akademiks talking about this in May. Now, I covered the previous December version where he goes into full detail. That's on Patreon. So if you want to watch that, we covered that on Patreon a couple days ago. Now we're covering what DJ Akademiks came out with a couple days ago. Please hit the like button, guys. Please share the video, guys, okay? You guys know YouTube is hating. Y'all know y'all ain't get no notifications. But please share the video. Likes are free, man. All right, here we go.
Because I'm a public figure and because I know optically and PR wise how to deal with, I think, these situations, I'm going to go against my very high priced attorney's advice today. But I'm still not going to say much. So for the people who are like, yo, is that going to talk about? I will address some things, and I'll address the things that really. Listen, I guess there's going to be a case. If there's going to be a case, let there be a case. And to be fair, this is a civil situation. Okay, it's kind of funny. I see all the blogs running this. They're acting as if it's something new. I spoke on this in December. I also spoke on the fact that everything is transparent. I'm not even hiding and ducking from a situation or ducking from the narrative that happened. I pretty much told everything. And also, I told the truth. Hey, the police came, they looked, we gave them everything. Pretty much everything is documented, caught on videotape. They got to see it with their own two eyes. Not only did they say, Ak, you good. And this is not just word of mouth. This is, you're officially cleared. We could not bring any criminal charges. You are not criminally liable. But also anybody else in the situation was also cleared. But such is the case that there's many different things going on in the world. So my only comment should really be, but I'm going to go a little bit further, even though I shouldn't, but I'm going to do it. My only comment should really be, whatever this is will be handled in court. Just know that according to the law and according to the police and according to all sanctioning, governing authorities, Akademiks is an innocent man who has not ever been charged with anything of the sort that has to do with any deviancy or anything like that. Has never been charged, will never be charged. That's a fact. But this is a civil situation brewing. This is a shakedown. This is a money tree situation. With me addressing this, and I've seen a bunch of people, the timing is very important, chat. The timing for this is all important. And that's what I want to speak about. I'm not going to go against what my lawyer said because there's so much information. I've given way more information before when I just sat and just.
All right, bro. So he said that's where the video should have ended right there, y'all. I'm going to be real with y'all, right? He said, I'm not going to go against what my lawyer said or speak. And then he proceeds to make a damn near 30-minute video speaking about it. And we're going to get into that, right? But here's the thing. As a guy who is on social media, as a guy who's been lied on social media, right? I know what it's like when people lie on you and you want to defend yourself. And then you're yelling and then it got you looking crazy, right? Because where I'm from, if somebody lie on you, it's two things that happen. One, you better prove that shit, right? You got to prove it. Two, if you can't prove it, we throwing hands. But the internet, and this is how weird the internet has gotten. Y'all, this is why like real talk, I don't even like making videos like this. I got to keep it real with y'all. Why? Because the internet, y'all take anything. Social media will take anything and dummies will run with it. Not everybody, but these dummies. Like, for example, this narrative now that's going around that Drake allegedly likes dogs because they heard a dog barking on DJ Akademiks' stream, which was his dog that is sick on medicine. But social media is kind of like low IQ people that really ain't got nothing going on in their life. So they got to make up salacious rumors to fit the narrative. With no proof. There's no proof. There's no receipts. There's no critical thinking. That's why this stream ain't got a bunch of people. Because at the end of the day, we actually going to do critical thinking. Thank God social media is not the court of law. Thank God that social media doesn't actually handle actual court cases. Because if it did, everybody would be guilty. And because of the fact that social media, it's like, critical thinking has gone out the window. I don't even like going on Twitter no more because there's so many dumb people on social media. Like just dumb people from various ages, background, ethnicities, male and female. That's why it's just crazy to me, right? And so at the end of the day, when you say something that makes sense, oh, you glazing Akademiks, you sucking it on his pee-pee. Nah, Negro. What we doing is called critical thinking. Or, oh, you you hate the women. So that's why, no, I'm very, listen, when it comes to the shorty, I'm empathetic towards her. If she really got raped or she felt she did, I have empathy towards that woman. But you know what I'm saying? I do have empathy towards her. But at the end of the day, I have to look at this situation with the facts. And right now, we don't really have a lot of facts. But social media already painted them guilty.
Talked about shit. Once now we're officially engaged, now I have to let the lawyers do the talking. I've done enough talking. So please don't take, I'm not skirting around nothing. I talked already, okay? And to keep it real, they're trying to use me talking already against me to try to get some, what the type of time it is. So I can't say much on that angle. Let's just analyze facts. Is Akademiks under a criminal investigation? Absolutely not. Is Akademiks at risk of being arrested for a first-degree felony or any felony, misdemeanor, otherwise? Absolutely not. Is this something where an individual felt, let me not say that because I don't want to go into, I don't want to say anything that could help a case for anybody else. So I only got to keep it to me. I can only speak to me.
And once again, guys, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. Because for me personally, and I think people got to understand, I don't have no stake in this fight. I don't know DJ Akademiks personally. I don't. And I don't know Shorty, Miss Zaya personally. So here's the thing. In a civil lawsuit, what are we dealing with? Well, we're dealing with the fact that Akademiks, if he's found guilty, he's going to cut a check, most likely, right? If Akademiks settles, which would make him look bad because he's came out and said, I'm not going to settle, and he cuts a check, then to the public, he's going to look guilty. Because then people are going to be like, yo, Ak, I thought you wasn't going to settle. Like, why are you going against your word? Okay? So at the end of the day, guys, I want y'all to realize that this is a civil case. Now, I will say that for people who are saying, well, him cutting a check is not enough, you guys got to remember, if Akademiks is found guilty, his reputation will be forever stained by this. If Akademiks is not found guilty, for the people that hate Akademiks now, what do you think is going to happen if Akademiks wins the case? Akademiks, if Akademiks wins the case, I'll tell you what'll happen. This nigga will go for a month straight diddy bopping on stream. You already know. If you hate Akademiks now, if he wins the case, you really gonna hate the nigga then, because he's gonna be popping his collar. He gonna go live on the Maybach. You gonna see him cheesing. I'm telling y'all this now. I'm telling you already know. Akademiks is petty like that. Let's go.
Right? Because now people are playing the same game. What's important to know is that if you are a friend of mine, you're an ally of mine, you're a fan of mine, I give you my word, I give you my promise. I've been transparent to y'all before about this whole situation. This is not something that I was involved in with some criminal shit. However, this is something that unfortunately, and this is the point I have to tell my audience, we have bubbled up to the point that I'm just not the YouTube streamer no more. I'm just not the guy who make YouTube videos. They've now regarded me as like these number one media hip hop guy, and such with the case, it comes with a lot of perks. I will not lie. I mean,
and I got to keep it real and not to be messy or throw shade, but we got to keep it real because I've been said this from day one. The fact that, remember, when the way that Akademiks was on Team OVO side so hard, even Kendrick Lamar came out on 616 in LA and said Akademiks is compromised on the track. Y'all remember that? And y'all notice since then, he's been trying to keep it fair. I notice on podcasts now, he's keeping it more fair. But the reality is that's why people are saying, yo, you compromise, because every time we see you on the live stream, you talking about Drake. Now, guys, I'm going to give y'all my theory. Let's time out, side note. I'm going to give you my theory. You know why I think Kendrick won? In the chat. Why do you think Kendrick won? Why do you think that Kendrick won? I'm going to tell you why Kendrick won. Okay? and it's because of DJ Akademiks and Drake. You guys made a big mistake. Drake was trying to play the popularity game. And once again, this is my opinion. So what I mean by that, so Drake thought that, hey, listen, I'm more popular than Kendrick. All I have to do is win the people, social media, and then I'll win. Now, Akademiks was kind of his mouthpiece, so to speak. Now, he may not be officially to OVO. We don't know. Maybe Drake is cutting checks behind the scenes. We don't know. We don't know. YouTube, you never know, right? But the biggest mistake that Drake and Akademiks would do is Drake was talking to Akademiks, trying to get feedback, and Akademiks then would leak information like, yo, Drake's coming out with this or that, or Drake is in the studio, this and that. And the mistake is that while you're talking on these live streams about what Drake might possibly do, what Drake should be doing, or what Drake will be doing, Kendrick is watching. Y'all, listen, y'all don't think that Kendrick was watching the live streams? And I'm going to tell y'all why I believe that Kendrick was watching the live streams. Remember in Euphoria, Kendrick said, calculating, you're not as calculating, I can predict your angles, right? And then Kendrick already predicted in Euphoria that Drake would come with the family bars for Mr. Morale. Drake played right into Kendrick's hands like a dummy, except that Drake was trying to fit the narrative that Kendrick claimed on Mother I Sober on Mr. Morale. That's the song that Kendrick got molested. No. Kendrick, and I don't want to pull up the bars, but what Kendrick was saying is that his cousin was known for being a weirdo, and his mama asked him, yo, did he touch you? And Kendrick said no. And his family didn't believe him. So when Kendrick is giving you these bars talking about how Drake is a liar and a manipulator, everything that Kendrick said in that regard came to be true. Now, here is where I think that not Kendrick, but Drake and Akademiks lost the beef, right? OVO. When they came out with Family Matters and Akademiks went live and he's dancing and bopping his head and all of that, right? And then Kendrick came out less than an hour later with Meet the Grams. And then Akademiks is like, what? You notice how his whole mood changed. He's like, it's like he's watching me. It's like yes, Kendrick was watching you. Why? Because you're the birdie. Y'all remember back in ancient Rome or Egypt, they would have birds fly? Or maybe this was in the medieval empire more so, where they had birds fly to different kingdoms to deliver messages. That's Akademiks in this situation. He's the spokesperson for Drake. So when Family Matters dropped, as soon as Akademiks is live, and Kendrick saw that, within the hour, Meet the Grams came out. And y'all notice how Meet the Grams, even though people say, oh, Meet the Grams is trash or this and that, Meet the Grams did what it was supposed to do. It took the energy away from Family Matters, because Family Matters had y'all bopping again. But Meet the Grams was such a diabolical track that you notice that when DJ Akademiks was dancing, that once Meet the Grams came out, that dancing stopped. And this is why Kendrick won the beef. He played chess, not checkers.
In the last couple weeks with the Kendrick and Drake shit going on, trust me, Big Act likes to eat, but Act been eating, okay? But with that, even, okay, this is the number one guy. You see me on TMZ Live. Piers Morgan wanted to holla at me. We just fucking did Flagrant. We did Full Send. I'm about to do Impulsive. Like, shit's happening. There's a lot of eyes on me. But what that means for other people is other things. And this is the only thing I could explain to y'all. If y'all looking for details of the case, I've spoken about it once. I can't speak about it again. I just can't. Like, my lawyers is going to be like, my nigga, why the fuck are you paying us mad money to just, like, fuck this shit up for us? So I can't speak about certain shit. There's videos out there of me speaking before, just truthfully and off the cuff. Also, here's the thing. The things that fall in my favor happens to be the truth, video footage, text messages, Everything that the prosecutor who could have potentially looked into this all reviewed and said, oh, we don't have enough to even go forward with this. That's just the facts. Other than that, to kind of go through minute details, I would love to. You know me, I got a big mouth. I love talking, but unless I'm just an idiot who just likes wasting money, because I'm not a dummy, I can't go against what my lawyer's saying. Now, let me tell you what's going on, and the important part that I wanted to address, and this is for only the people who have been rocking with me and probably saying, this is kind of ironic. We're talking about Drake, and maybe Drake with some shit like that, and you just covered Diddy and some shit like that. Now your name is getting brought up. What's up? This is what I will say, and I hope y'all pay attention. For everybody, and including blogs, all these other media outlets, Washington Post, I seen you. All y'all who said, yo, what's the comment? I have zero comment beyond what I've said before that you can use on record. I have to just go by my lawyers. Again, if I tell y'all I've been criminally clear, y'all gonna be like, well, that doesn't mean anything. All right, whatever, fuck it. So I have nothing to say to y'all. You know what I mean? At this point, it will be determined in court, and I'm very confident. Let me tell you the timeline that's led us to here. Chat, would y'all all agree that right now Akademiks has the most attention he's ever had probably in his career? Yes or no? Just say yes or no. Would y'all believe, or would y'all accept that probably now is the most attention I've probably got as a media platform or media personality? I've seen a bunch of people say yes. I'm going to tell you why this matters. Again, I can't talk about too much just because I've paid lawyers to handle shit in court.
And listen, man, we 7 minutes in the video and you still talking, bro. And look, listen, guys, I understand brother want to defend himself. I totally understand that, okay? But this is a very serious situation, okay? You're in a situation right now where your reputation, everything that you've built for, everything that you stand for is being challenged. And you got to let your lawyers do the job, right? You got the bread, right? You got $500K in the safe, or you said you got $1 million to beat the case, right? Let your lawyers do the job. You talking, trying to switch the narrative is not going to change people's minds. Akademiks, if you're watching this, because I know you've watched some of my videos, because you and I, we both rock with F&F, salute to them. But Akademiks, let me say this again. You're not going to change people's minds. Let the court do that. Let the evidence do that. Let your lawyers do that, right? You coming on social media and really, talking like this is going to have people that don't like you. They're going to say, oh, he guilty. He guilty. That's how social media is, especially when you are a polarizing figure. And I don't mean that as an insult, because I can be polarizing too. But when people don't fuck with you, excuse my language, but when people don't rock with you, they're going to look for any excuse to discredit you, okay? And so for me personally, I've gone through being discredited, not in a situation like this, but I've gone through being discredited and dragged as well. And here's the thing. One thing I've learned is if you know to be true, what you're saying is the truth. If you know what you're saying is real, then you know what? The evidence will speak for itself. Let me say that again, brother. If you know what you're saying is real, if you know what you're saying to be true, then the evidence, when it comes out in court, when it's all said and done, it'll speak for itself. And then once you win, we know you're going to be popping the Henny talking crazy. All right, let's continue.
And these people who are coming at me are hoping that I fuck that up by handling it on social media. Y'all know I love to talk. I chat shit all day. I talk about people business and I talk about my business. I want to say everything. But I also have to remember that my lawyers are there for a reason. Again, this is not a criminal situation. I know people are taking this to be some new situation. This situation allegedly happened over 2 years ago or about 2 years ago, something like that. This is not some new shit. This is the shit that I first brought to light by my own recognition. Like I brought it to light. But I'm going to tell you why I brought it to light over 6 months ago, and only now the lawsuit's being filed. And this is all I want y'all can take this, whatever you think about it. I'll even be transparent.
Okay, that doesn't mean anything. Let me say that again. It doesn't mean anything because lawsuits don't get filed right away all the time. Somebody can sue you from a year ago, 2 years ago. It doesn't mean anything. Lawsuits don't get filed all the time. We just saw, what's her name? Cassie filed the lawsuit against Diddy. What was that? How many years was that after they broke up? Well, like almost 10 years, right? So like when the lawsuit gets filed really doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. Like somebody can sue you out the blue and you'd be like, damn, why is he suing me? It's because they felt like it. You know what I mean? The timing doesn't make a difference, because if you think something happens and then they're going to sue you a day after, 2 weeks after, sometimes it could be people need to get their bread together. Sometimes it could be people need the right lawyer, or sometimes it could be that it just happens to be that time that they could file the lawsuit. So to me personally, lawsuits, how they're filed, I'm not saying that they shouldn't be filed right away. All I'm saying is that the timing doesn't really mean anything. People will file when they file.
As you know, I'm excited to see how this court shit happens. I'm excited. You know why? I didn't do nothing. So, okay, let's see it. And by the way, I'm pretty sure all all these outlets that have covered, Atkins gotten sued. I hope you guys keep up with the step-by-step of how this looks.
Yeah, definitely. Guys, I promise you this. If you want me to cover the case step-by-step, hit 1 in the chat. Yeah, we'll definitely cover this. You know what I'm saying? Step-by-step, hit 1. You know what I mean? Definitely. Because it's going to be covered. Whether I cover it or not, it's going to be covered step-by-step. Make no mistake.
Because sometimes the headline and the accusation oftentimes makes a man, especially a black man, look guilty. And no matter what he does, even if he beats the shit, even if, by the way, and it's nothing to beat because it's a civil thing.
Okay, I was going to make a joke, but I shouldn't make it because then people are going to take it the wrong way. Let me continue. I'm not even going to make this joke. All right, let me continue.
No one comes back around and says, damn, we actually fucked this nigga up and said all type of shit about him for no reason. So let's do a little timeline. I spoke about and I got to be kind of vague. Again, my lawyers don't want me to speak at all, but I do want you to understand the gravity of what's going on. I spoke about this in January. No, in December. There was some again, I can't talk about certain shit, but I spoke about it in January. I then got...
And once again, that's where the video should have ended, bro. It should have ended right there, bro. Let your lawyers do what they got to do, bro. And listen, I understand you want to defend yourself and this and that, but here's the thing. Akademiks, you can't make people like you with facts. See, one thing I've learned about the internet, I'm going to say some real shit, bro. You know what I realized when I started making YouTube videos? A lot of people don't give a fuck about facts. They care about feelings. Yes, they do, Viking. They care about feelings. People want their ego stroked. They want confirmation bias. What does confirmation bias means? Confirmation bias means that you believe something and then it's affirmed to you by data or somebody else. People they don't care about facts. That's why there's certain YouTubers that are out here that are completely fraudulent, like this chick in London having sex parties. Oh yeah, we're going to get into that broad too. We're going to expose her ass again. Facts, right? Having orgies in London that are running up the YouTube check, and a bunch of simps are funneling her lifestyle. And she gets a platform everywhere. Why? Because she's popping. See, it's not about the truth anymore when it comes to telling the truth about, if we're talking about self-improvement, if it's about masculinity, being a man, or if it's about hip-hop, or in this situation with DJ Akademiks. No, it's not about facts. It's about feelings. I hate this nigga. He did it. That's what people are going to say. It's not about, hey, let's look at the facts. When you go on Twitter right now, TikTok, or even YouTube, how many people are saying, hey, let's wait for the facts to come out before we make judgment, or before we give our opinion, or before we paint him guilty or innocent? How many people are saying that? Instead, you hear people say, oh, he's a weirdo. Drake, why is he around? Yeah, he did it. I can tell he did it because he never got no pussy back in 1999 because he said he was a nerd that liked Dragon Ball Z and he liked anime chicks that are thick with big asses. He a nerd, he a weirdo, he did it. Yeah, he did it. Now I'm saying nobody's talking about facts. This is why, guys, at the beginning of the live stream, what did I say? We got to start utilizing critical thinking. See, somebody in the chat said this earlier. 2024 is the year of exposure. Shout out to Carlos Rosado. Right? Remember Cat Williams came out and said all that, right? But once again, and I'm not saying that Cat Williams ain't telling the truth or Akademiks ain't telling the truth. You can say something, right? Definitely. And that could be true. But when we start to talk about truth and facts and evidence, we need to take all of those into account. That's all I'm saying.
Got threats of a lawsuit because remember, the police wants nothing to do with this. They're saying there is no crime. The cops have said, peace. There ain't no crime that we could prove. That's what they've said. We're out of this. Okay. My lawyers have been ready for a possible lawsuit. We get it. We're in the time of the shakedown. Here's what's going to be interesting. And again, I'm going to be vague, but people in the chat, y'all be smart. Okay, I got to be vague for certain type of litigation reasons because I don't want when I meet with my lawyers, they say, why the fuck did you do this? I don't want them to play this stream clip, okay? Do you know who's the lawyer representing whoever against me? Y'all know the lawyer? Who y'all think that lawyer is? Could it be a lawyer that I've covered? Maybe with like about 3-4 Diddy cases? Maybe with the T.I. case? Could it be a lawyer that not so long ago I did a stream putting up on the screen saying that lawyer might be out here trying to shake people down for money? Could it be that lawyer that's representing?
Now, for those who are not getting this, the lawyer that is going against Akademiks is known as Tyrone Blackburn. He is the same lawyer that is defending Lil Rod against Diddy. No Diddy. Because, you know, the nigga's name is Lil. Okay, y'all. Okay, I already made that joke. Okay. So this is the same lawyer that is now, he's in the Diddy case, and he's got 2 clients in the Diddy case. I believe Lil Rod and somebody else. It could be more people, but I know 2 for sure, but it could be more. And this is the same lawyer that is now going against Akademiks. He's defending the girl, and he's going at Akademiks. Okay. So that's why I put that there. Let's continue.
Representing in this case, I'm asking a question. Could it be that lawyer? I don't even want to open the article, but could it be that lawyer? Could it be that lawyer? Could it be, chat, that lawyer, if he was supposedly representing some individual that had whatever claims about me, could it be that I said, and this was public 6 months ago, and that lawyer did not file a lawsuit until yesterday? Let me tell you why. That lawyer, could it be? Let me say, because now I got to be very careful. Could it be, is it possible that person who really seen the money grab was really the Diddy stuff, and who was the biggest nigga covering the Diddy stuff? Who would that be? So when I was doing, and I'm doing just regular journalism, and I'm not looking into it like that, but it's doing allegedly his bidding. So you claim you had a case against me for 6 months, never filed it. I'm covering another case that you also represent, so you hold off. You're like, let me not piss Ak off. Ak over here is pushing the Diddy train. He's making the wheels go in motion. Good. Okay. Could it be that after I did a stream, because I'm not paid by anybody, I don't hate Diddy, I don't have an agenda. My own agenda is to entertain fans, but to provide the truth as best as I can. About a month ago, could it be that Akademiks, while covering all these cases, finally said, this shit don't sound too right. Maybe this nigga is capping. Maybe he's just making shit up because he's seen some other nigga or another person do a settlement with Diddy. I started looking into many things. What did I start looking into? History's there to be seen, people. I start looking into.
And guys, I will say this. Cat Williams, bro, he called 2024 like a motherfucker. He said this is going to be the year of exposure and these big deviant. Okay, and I'm not saying Akademiks is, but damn, bro. Like, guys, have you noticed, or is it just me, that it seems like every month now somebody's getting exposed or dragged? And it's not like this hasn't been happening, but it's happening more and more frequently. And guys, I'm going to make a prediction. I think, guys, as we go through the summer, it's going to be more exposures. It's not just going to be rappers and entertainers, but it's also going to be CEOs of these companies, politicians, etc. Guys, it's up for the entertainment industry. I already told you guys in another video how they were starting to replace artists with AI. Kendrick did it first, technically. Remember in the Hard Part 5 video, he had AI doing his faces? And then what did Drake do later down the line with tailor-made freestyle? I told you guys, and I showed you receipts on why AI is going to be replacing some of your favorite artists because it's cheaper to replace them via AI because you're just paying for the licensing, and the record industries make more of the profit, right? The entertainment industry, Hollywood. When was the last time Marvel made a good fucking movie? Excuse my language. Avengers Infinity War is the best one to me. That was 2018. Now, I did watch Madam Web for the first time last night. I didn't think it was that bad. Listen, Dakota Johnson, oh my goodness. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That Nicole could get it. Oh my, Dakota Johnson could get it, bro. Y'all know I'm a God-fearing man. Forgive me for what I'm saying, but she's a beautiful woman. Thought I've been cured from the snow bunny-itis. I guess not. Anyway, let's keep going.
To the lawyer. Could it be? I don't know. And I have to speak this way because when you're living under threats of people who are trying to control media narratives as lawyers, I have to speak this way. Could it be that after I've covered Diddy's situation for 3 months, and on like the 4th month, I said, maybe this one guy who's saying this shit about Diddy is capping? Because look at his lawyer. Actually, let's look into the lawyer. Could it be that immediately the day after that, that lawyer allegedly reached out to some people of mine saying, if Ak continues to doubt what we are purporting against Diddy, remember, we could file a lawsuit on him too.
That's crazy. Guys, that is a crazy thing to say. Very crazy, dangerous, right? Let me wind that again, because yo, we're gonna get into that. Let's get into that.
Continues to doubt what we are purporting against Diddy. Remember, we could file a lawsuit on him too. Could that be?
Okay, so DJ Akademiks is alleging that because of his news coverage or YouTube coverage regarding the Diddy case, and the lawyer that you're seeing that's going against Akademiks is the same lawyer that's defending Lil Rod, okay? AKA, this is Tyrone Blackburn. Now, if what the allegations that Akademiks is saying are true, to me, y'all, it's a clear case of blackmail, right? But here's the thing, Akademiks. I hope you got some receipts for that. I really do, because you're not saying this against another, a YouTuber or a non-legal knowing person. You're saying this against a lawyer. So I hope that even though Akademiks is painting a scenario of a hypothetical, if this lawyer catches wind of what he's saying right now, this is not good for your case, Ak. Let's keep it real. Now, if this is true, right, where the lawyer is saying, yo, if Akademiks doesn't well, we have a lawsuit in place, then this whole case needs to be thrown the fuck out. Because this case is what? Malpractice? Then the lawyers compromise. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar, pun intended, bars, right? Because you can't say, yo, if Akademiks doesn't cover the Diddy case the way that I like, well, then we're going to slide the lawsuit through. No, guys, that is blackmail. Now, I will say this, okay, guys? If this is true, I hope Akademiks has proof or receipts to back that up. And if he does, this lawyer should be disbarred. But if it's not true, Akademiks might be in for a long fucking case.
I'm just asking a question. I won't name no names. I'm asking a question. Could this be true? Could this be that I also, and by the way, y'all all know, let me tell you this about everybody in the industry. I'm going to tell y'all all this right now. If Ak ever goes down, y'all all go down with me. Because I hold no secrets for nobody.
Whoa. See, this is why your lawyer don't. See, this is why Akademiks, I said 7 minutes ago. Remember, I said at the 7-minute mark, the video should have been done by then. Whoa. Hey, chat. Y'all think he was on the Henny when he was making this video? I'm not even trying to be funny because I don't see it. I don't think he was.
I won't name no names. I'm asking a question. Could this be true? Could this be that I also, and by the way, y'all all know, let me tell you this about everybody in the industry. I'm going to tell y'all all this right now. If Ak ever goes down, y'all all go down with me. Because I hold no secrets for nobody.
Now, I can see how somebody might take this as Akademiks saying, hey, if I'm going down, y'all going down with me because I'm not going down by myself. To me, this sounds like Akademiks is basically telling the industry like, yo, it's time for y'all to back me up, okay? Now, that's how I'm taking it. I don't know how y'all taking it in the audience. Let me know how y'all taking it. But this sounds like, to me, Akademiks is saying, yo, if the industry don't back me up and I go down, y'all going down with me. Because I find it very interesting. Akademiks was riding for Drake. Pause. No Diddy. Way too hard. But now that Akademiks is on that big screen, Drake is nowhere to be found. Very interesting, right? Josh Cobal says AK gonna get himself deleted. Right. And once again, guys, so when people say, yo, you clickbaiting with the title, right? Why? You got to wonder, why is Akademiks saying that? And remember, I showed you all the clips earlier of Nicki Minaj trying to get Akademiks blackballed back in 2015. And I showed you all the footage where Akademiks was talking about Diddy years ago, but Akademiks had to speak in code. Roll the clip.
Again, I don't really think I even believe all this stuff, but I'm gonna just say this. In the land of Hollyweird, like, don't ever think none of this shit is like just too weird for you. There's a couple executives that I be hearing that are fucking the male rappers. And they're male too. And I've been saying, how come he keeps sucking these niggas off and nobody talk about this? But because I don't want to get just randomly killed, I won't mention them niggas' names either. I kid you not. I kid you. Yo, I've heard it from so many people with so many different stories. I'm like, this can't be all y'all had a meeting and said, let's all fool.
Make no mistake. I will say this, man. Akademiks knows more about the industry than people think. He probably knows a lot more. But the reason why he doesn't say shit is why. He doesn't want to get killed. Just like I know shit about the red pill space that could end your favorite YouTuber's career. But why don't I expose this shit? Because at the end of the day, I know people don't believe me. And honestly, I'm not willing to die on that hill. Let me just say that again. I'm not willing to die on that hill. Because I remember in 2022, When I told you niggas, these red pill niggas is weird, having sex parties, y'all niggas thought I was capping. Y'all said I was lying. And then what happened less than a year later? Right. The chick in London, the #1 female red pill content creator, we saw the footage of her having what? A sex party in London. And I showed that shit in 4K. And every red pill nigga is silent. Everybody act like, and the audience act like they didn't see the shit. Everybody's like, it's not what it is. Get the fuck out of here. We seen the fucking footage, my nigga. See? And that's what I say. Social media is a weird place because that's why Drake took the strategy that he did. Because it's not about who's telling the truth on social media. It's about who people like the most. It's about who people want to see win. That's why a lot of people are going to ride with their favorites. Even if you scream the truth at the top of your lungs and you show receipts, it's cognitive dissonance. It is what it is. And then you learn to live with it. It's wild, but that's just the reality of it. And I realize a lot of people, you know what I realized? I always wondered, in the Bible, it talks about how the Antichrist, right, is going to come and deceive humanity. And I'm like, how would the Antichrist deceive humanity? And I realize right now in 2024, there's a spirit of delusion that a lot of people are living under. A lot of people, not just women, men as well. There's a spirit of delusion that some people are so delusional that they would rather believe lies than the truth. And then when I noticed this about, 3-4 years ago, and the more I step back, from social media, and then I would come back and I would see this delusion, it made so much sense to me because there are a lot of people that really want to believe the lies. I know I was born a woman, but I feel like I'm a man. I feel like I'm a man. I know I was born a man, but I'm a woman, and I want to play women's basketball. Now you got niggas that are playing women's basketball. He putting up 50 points in a college game. They can't guard him. You got a supposed woman now doing MMA fights. He gave the woman, a skull fracture. They had to carry her off on the stretcher. We live in an age of delusion where women think that they're men and men think that they're women. Everybody's running confused. It's Sodom and Gomorrah 2.0. And when you have people like myself who are telling the truth, the Elijahs of this generation, the Noahs of this generation, the Moses of this generation, we're yelling the truth from the top of the mountaintops, and people are like, nah. Because people would rather hear lies that sound good to your ears, that tickle your belly, it makes you feel good, than the harsh truth. And some of y'all, 2024, what did Cat Williams say, is the year of exposure. Some of y'all are going to get a fucking wake-up call that you wasn't expecting. Because so many people have been living under lies and delusions that they can't tell truth from lies anymore, because if it doesn't fit your worldview, you do not want to believe it. Bars.
I'm just asking a question. I won't name no names. I'm asking a question. Could this be true? Could this be that I also, and by the way, y'all all know, let me tell you this about everybody in the industry. I'm going to tell y'all all this right now. If Ak ever goes down, y'all all go down with me. Because I hold no secrets for nobody. Could it be that the exact next day I get hit up by a private investigator that works for Diddy, alleging that maybe the same things has happened in 5 other instances? Could it be? Okay. Well, here's the thing. That case went dry. It went cold. We're now talking about Kendrick and Drake. Could it be that Akademiks is also now the main media source in between the 2 biggest rappers going at it? Could it be? Could it be that based on some of even the allegations being tossed around between 2 rappers, the Riddler and all these other things, that people are thinking there's sexually deviant things at play, that it made sense to now officially file after 6 months or 5 and whatever months, it made sense to file just yesterday?
Now, I will say this. They filed this, on the 14th? Today, as I'm making this video, is the 16th. And happy birthday to DJ Akademiks, because his birthday is on the 17th. Guys, I don't think this is by coincidence that these motherfuckers filed this on his birthday week, right? And DJ Akademiks does make a fair point, whether you believe him or not, that this Drake beef has given him massive exposure. He is bigger now than he's ever been, even bigger than his Spotify days, bigger than even his Complex days. By the way, I think when DJ Akademiks was in his Complex days, that's when he was in peak, in tip-top shape. I think DJ Akademiks needs to get rid of Shay Demon because she fucking up the brand, but that's another video. So when we talk about humiliation ritual, I know everybody wants to talk about the Illuminati aspect, but in this video, I'm talking more from an elite aspect. Now, I don't think it's coincidence. I got to keep it real with y'all. I don't think it's coincidence that DJ Akademiks has had one of the biggest breakthroughs in his career, and literally shortly after that, he's getting sued. I don't think it's coincidence. I really don't. Now, some people might say, oh, Solo, there you go again with these conspiracy theories. I don't think it's coincidence. I just think that right now, because of his profile being the highest that it's ever been, now it's a good time to get that lawsuit money, Ak. I'm just being real with you. They know you getting that paper. They know you getting paid, brother. They know you getting paid. They see you in the, listen, brother, you fucked up when you, Akademiks, and I don't mean this maliciously, but you fucked up, Ak, when you showed yourself in the Maybach and the bitch was in the back. Remember, Shy Demon was in the back, Akademiks riding the Maybach in the front. And I'm pretty sure when they saw that shit, they're like, the nigga got it. He talking about, yep. He riding in the Maybach. Drake is texting him. He got a million people watching him on Twitter, YouTube, Rumble combined. Yeah, time to get this paper. That's Akademiks. That's what they looking at, brother. Your profile is at the highest. That's why I titled the stream what I titled it. It's a humiliation ritual. I think for Tyrone Blackburn, it's personal. And I don't think it's a coincidence that Akademiks' birthday is tomorrow and they're doing this around his birthday. Now, does this mean that maybe I'm wrong and it could be some Illuminati stuff or something else where maybe somebody that is part of, that doesn't want to see Drake win? Because, guys, listen, I can make videos about rumors all day that I'm hearing that, the industry's trying to get Drake out the paint. That's why you got that 20v1, right? And Akademiks was kind of fucking it up, helping them out. So they got to get Ak out the way to, look, we can get into all of that, right? This is what the live stream is for. But at the end of the day, I think that this lawyer, Tyrone Blackburn, got a grudge against Akademiks. This is what I think. And I think also, looking at it from a non-bias or, because, non-delusional, because you guys know I was just talking about the spirit of delusion. I just think the timing works that way, where now your profile is the highest, and now they can make this case as public as possible. That's what I think. Chat, I'm going to let y'all rock.
And then send it to the media outlets to purport like it's a new case. Oh, also, could it be? Could it be that before that person reached out to me, which, by the way, my lawyer has all correspondence. I don't read emails, so if y'all niggas send me anything about legalities, that's my lawyer. You're not even talking to me. Could it be before the person said, hey, you're talking shit about my Diddy case, I could file a case on you?
Now, remember, guys, we got to be very careful. And I really hope what Akademiks is saying, that he got some sort of proof or receipts. Because if the lawyer wants to bring this up, like I said earlier, it's going to be a long fucking case for Akademiks. Excuse me. These are some grandiose allegations. And now I will say this. If Akademiks is telling the truth, then this lawyer needs to be disbarred and get him the fuck out of here. Because this is dirty. This is fucking dirty as hell, man.
Okay. Could it be before that case, there was correspondence trying to get a settlement? Could it be a particular familiar trend?
Okay, guys. So right here, what you're seeing is that this Tyrone Blackburn recently was criticized by a judge for salacious lawsuits. Okay. Now, this guy, like, if you ever read a Tyrone Blackburn lawsuit, you know, it sounds like a freaking X-rated porn novel. I mean, it's just nasty, right? The details, he goes into details. He likes to post the pictures. It's just a little too much. And so this judge criticized Tyrone for this, right? Attorney in Lil Rod's case against Diddy criticized judge for pattern of salacious case filings. So you have a judge, guys, saying this, okay? And let's read the article. I got the file. Let's read it. Tyrone Blackburn, the attorney who filed one of the highest profile sexual abuse lawsuits against music mogul Sean Diddy Combs, is now under the spotlight for potential disciplinary action. Now, guys, they're talking about disciplinary action, okay? Billboard reports this development comes after a federal judge critiqued Blackburn's approach to filing lawsuits, suggesting they aim to attract media buzz and embarrass defendants rather than seek justice. Okay, now, guys, I'm not here to add my own opinion, but I shall. Like I told you, if you've ever read any of his lawsuits, this dude be going into detail, talking about who's smashing who, just very graphic, okay? Like, you can tell, like, this guy, he needs a paralegal to write his, whoever his paralegal, maybe he writes it himself, but whoever his paralegal is, he needs to hire a new one, because some of the lawsuits filing, they read like a porno. I'm just being honest. It's gross. Judge Denise Cody, overseeing a separate legal malpractice lawsuit filed by Blackburn, pointed out his questionable legal practice across 5 different cases. According to Judge Cody, Blackburn's pattern of filing seems designed to generate media coverage and embarrass the defendants with sensational claims, pressuring them towards quick settlements. Now, didn't Akademiks just say that they were trying to settle? And that's not unusual in a lawsuit, right? Before they file, guys, they're going to come to you and say, hey, we're thinking about filing this lawsuit, but before we do, let's talk about settlements. And like I said, is it coincidence to you guys? And once again, it's not coincidence to me. This guy is covering Lil Rod and another defendant going at Diddy, right? The yacht girl. And then now he's going against DJ Akademiks. Isn't it weird to you how this one lawyer happens to have the most public high-profile cases right now as I'm making this video? Do you guys think that's coincidence? Okay, let's continue. And once again, I'm not saying he's guilty. I'm using critical thinking in real time, okay? What am I saying by critical thinking? Critical thinking is that you're able to question both sides, okay? That's all I'm saying. Despite not levying sanctions, Judge Cody referred Blackburn to the Southern District of New York Grievance Committee, recommending further review. This news emerges amid Blackburn's ongoing role as the leading attorney for Rodney Lil Rod Jones in a comprehensive abuse case against Combs filed this February. Combs facing several such accusations, and a federal criminal probe recently has vehemently denied charges. Blackburn, undeterred by the judge's comments, insists this will not affect his capacity to continue representing Jones, even planning to appeal Judge Cody. Now, in the lawsuit filed, allegations of sexual harassment and harassment, Jones' complaint against Combs extends to accusing him and others of violating federal RICO statutes traditionally associated with prosecuting against organized crime. Blackburn's aggressive legal stance has always drawn criticism, with Combs' defense and representatives for Universal Music Group challenging the validity of the claims and threatening legal repercussions for what they see as baseless allegations. Judge Cody's decision underscores concerns over Blackburn's legal conduct, including filing cases in inappropriate courts and making unfounded public accusations against defendants and their counsel. So, guys, hold on a second. Time out. Time out for a second. So, wait, hold the F up. You telling me you pay money for a lawyer, and this lawyer don't even know how to file the lawsuit in the correct court?
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
See, guys, and I'm not saying that Tyrone Blackburn is guilty, but when you have an own judge saying this, that this guy likes to get the most media attention, sensationalize it, and he don't even know how to file the right cases in the proper court. Let's continue. The legal community is now watching closely as the grievance committee deliberates on Blackburn's future in the profession, a process whose outcome remains uncertain. Guys, his job is on the line. This is like, you know how bad you got to be for them to review. So he's under review right now for being a lawyer because they're saying, yo, you being goofy, in other words, okay? In the meantime, the legal battle against Combs continues with all parties bracing for a continuous confrontation in court. Okay, guys, so here's the thing. When I first heard Akademiks start saying all this, I was like, yo, Akademiks, man, because we still need to see the receipts, right? However, this receipt right here, the fact that he's under a review under a committee in regards to his job because of the fact that he likes to, make these salacious lawsuits and get media attention, and also the fact that he doesn't even file some of these cases in the right court. Ooh. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. And then I also heard, guys, through the grapevine that he likes to take these cases for free until he gets paid, right? So anyway, let's continue.
Let's shake him down for the money. Could it be that Akademiks told his own lawyers, I'm not giving a motherfucker shit? Could it be? I already brought the shit to the public. Why the fuck would I settle now? What do I look like, Diddy? Could it be? Nevertheless, we are here today.
Yo, Akademiks is crazy for saying that. And I will say this, guys. You have to understand that these are serious allegations and things like that. Now, if you're the lawyer Blackburn, if he wins these cases, okay, and once again, guys, critical thinking, okay, I got to look at it from his side. If Tyrone Blackburn not just wins the Akademiks case and the Diddy case, he will be regarded as one of the best lawyers in the world. And his stock is going to go through the roof. And what that means? It means that he's going to get paid for the rest of his life. He's going to be the 2024 version of Johnny Cochran, so to speak. Except he ain't defending niggas. He clapping at niggas.
Could it be? I already brought the shit to the public. Why the fuck would I settle now? What do I look like, Diddy? Could it be? Nevertheless, we are here today. The details of the case, I imagine, would have been fed to the media outlets to show the most salacious things to make it look very sexually deviant, very wrong. It's going to make for the best story. Unfortunately, I'm not at liberty because of my lawyers to recap each and every detail currently. I've said what I've said, but I can't speak about that again. You can go back and go watch it. What I will say is that what does the videotape says What does the text messages say? Why did the cops look at this and literally say, we do not have a case?
That's a fair point, Akademiks. That's a fair point. Now, I'm going to be critical because remember, guys, we're using critical thinking. So let me play devil's advocate. And then what the defense is going to say, Akademiks, is why is it that your semen residue was found in Miss Zaya's coochie, right? They're going to ask that. What types of pills and alcohol was she drinking? They're going to ask that. Did Miss Zaya say no multiple times? Can it be heard on the videotape or not? Okay. Once again, guys, I'm not saying Akademiks is guilty. He made his case. I'm simply using critical thinking, playing devil's advocate, okay? Because as you guys know, I don't think right now you can say that he's guilty or innocent. What I'm waiting for is, like I said, the case. That's what I'm going to judge it on. Now, I do think this. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I think Tyrone Blackburn, he's looking sus. He's looking sus. The lawyer who filed this case, if Akademiks is able to prove that this is a shakedown, which now I do believe that on the lawyer's side, he's just doing this for clout. This lawyer's looking sus to me. I will say that. Now, in regards to the case and the evidence, Akademiks is right. He does have the footage. He was never criminally charged. However, allegedly to the defendant's side benefit, right? She said she did an R kit where Akademiks' semen residue was found, and Akademiks never mentioned that he had sex with her, okay? But I will say this, because you guys know me, and I said it since the beginning of the video, and I will remain consistent. I'm not gonna paint Akademiks guilty like social media is doing, and I'm not gonna say he's innocent. I'm gonna wait until the case because I want to see, because we don't know what evidence they got. So I'm waiting to see what they got. I'm waiting to see what the case, how it plays out. But I will say this, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. That fucking Tyrone Blackburn, bro, he compromised, bro. I think he doing it for clout. In the chat, somebody check me if I'm bugging. The chat is hella quiet. Somebody check me if you think I'm bugging. I think the lawyer's doing this for clout. He's in it for the wrong reasons. And he's already under review in a committee. It's kind of like, I don't know, man.
We don't have any instance of Akademiks on a videotape, which the tape is there. I was happy. I probably shouldn't even say it, but I'll say it. I was so happy to provide the tape to the cops. I provided my security guy to decrypt it because they claimed that they were having a hard time to do it. No, we got you. Here's my security guy. Decrypt that bitch. Let him see it. Again, I get everybody is in the mode of trying to get some bread from somebody. But I'm going to be honest with you, and this is what I told my lawyers too. I'll tell you exactly what I told them. I said, I just covered this Diddy shit. I told them this 2 months ago or 3 months ago. Whatever, I had got something. Anyway, I said, these motherfuckers really want me to just pay them a check. But you know what pay a nigga a check to keep quiet means? That looks like you're guilty. Fuck a check, I'd rather pay y'all, even if it's more than what I pay them. Let's take this shit to court. We're here now. I have nothing more to say. If you guys want to get any comment from me, any news outlet, you can use this part of the stream. I've told Shade Room the same exact thing. If you want to be fair, go be fair. If you want to do the digging on could it be? You could do that on your own, but I have nothing more to say, and I don't think my lawyers are going to be speaking on this because at the end of the day, I hired them, and I really think I'm better at PR than them, okay? The actual facts of the case, I have no room to speak about. That will be all hashed out in court. Other than that, here's the funny part about it too. And I'll use the last could it be. Could it be that some of these outlets running this story is hoping, man, we got him. Now I'm going to always tell y'all this. For Rolling Stone and for the rest of y'all cannot destroy what you didn't build. The reason why the people came here to watch me on this live stream or others is not because you guys made me the guy. So respectfully, I know you guys won't give me the fair shake, the fair chance, and also even by how you've reported.
And real talk, like I know I've been critical of academics recently, but like I said, man, we're gonna give you a fair chance. You feel me? Because I see how social media is dragging them. Because a lot of niggas don't like academics. You guys got to understand there's a lot of motherfuckers that are jealous because they see academics and they're like, this ugly fat motherfucker, how he got on, how he got a Maybach, how he got that bad bitch, how he got the bad bitch. That's what they see. Guys, listen, I'm on YouTube. I know my channel is small, 50,000 subscribers, I know, but I've worked with some heavy hitters. A lot of these niggas behind the scenes are jealous motherfuckers. They are conniving motherfuckers. All they care about is money. There's a lot of jealous motherfuckers. They talk shit about another motherfucker, then they get on a live stream with him and act like it's all good. Oh man, I could expose some of your favorites. Facts. There's no loyalty in this game, guys. That's why, it's funny, when I was popping, and I'm not trying to sound bitter, everybody wanted to be my friend. When I was getting millions of views, people were like, yo, Now when I fell off, them niggas act like they don't know me anymore. Steph is old.
Today, I could tell it's already to say, we've got him. It's okay. Because I've been through this before. This ain't my first rodeo. I've been in this game approaching 15 years. It'll be here today, gone a couple months from now. It's fine. I take the highs and the lows, the goods and the bad, and this is just another one of them, okay? What we will continue to track, and for everybody, okay? Maybe I won't do this for myself, because, again, my lawyers' wishes. But to y'all YouTubers, I know y'all YouTubers going to cover this. Watch the case. Watch what happens. Watch the defense we put up. And watch what actually gets presented to court. Okay? Because it's easy to say salacious things. Yo, Ak was doing a handstand with a Henny bottle and it sounds good. Is that on the tape? It's not on the tape. What's on the tape?
Okay, guys, so
there's not been one piece of evidence deleted, discarded, or anything of the sort. That's a fact. Just like and by the way, the prosecutor's office they're in the same belief with us. So we'll see how it goes.
All right, guys. So that is DJ Akademiks' most recent statement on this matter. Okay. And like I said before, guys, there's a lot of people on social media that want to paint him guilty. As I said before, let's wait for the case, see how it plays out before we cast judgment. I would hope that people, if I have a COTA case, God forbid, y'all know me, man. Look, man, I stay to myself, bro. But I would hope that people would have the same grace. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of people that don't like DJ Akademiks. They see the success, right? They see that a nigga that they call, let's keep it real. DJ Akademiks is known as a nerd or dork, whatever, right? And they just don't like it. They don't want to see niggas that fuck with Dragon Ball Z, Kamehameha, winning. They don't like that shit. I'm sorry, it's a different generation. We up now. That's facts. Naruto in this bitch. Facts. All you old niggas, do your research. Start with Dragon Ball Z, move to Naruto. It's a different generation. That's facts. A lot of people don't want to see Akademiks win. They mad. Oh, what? He got a bad bitch. He's not supposed to have that. Why? Because a lot of niggas feel inadequate because they're comparing their lives to his life and they realize they're coming up short. Right? So a lot of niggas been waiting for Akademiks' downfall. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it and say that Akademiks, sometimes he be talking some mad shit, bro. And that rubs people the wrong way. As soon as you start showing the Maybach and you start talking about you got a $2 million house and how much money you got, it rubs people the wrong way. It does. And the reality is that, when you get on YouTube, not everybody wants to see you win. There's a lot of niggas that are waiting for you to lose. They want to see you down. It's a lot of people that you might look at and respect, but behind the scenes, they're some of the grimiest motherfuckers. And I will say this. If it comes out that Akademiks is guilty, my empathy does go out to Miss Zaya. It does, okay? Whether Akademiks is guilty or not. I mean, obviously, because let's keep it real. Some people are saying, yo, this is a shakedown. Shorty feels embarrassed as a money grab. I can see that. I can give you opinions all day, but my opinion doesn't mean shit. I'm here for the facts. It's about critical thinking. A lot of these YouTubers, listen, guys, and this is why I need y'all to pay attention to some of these YouTubers. They already made their mind up. Tissa Tales, let's call out some names. Fuck it. Tissa Tales, the way that she been going at Akademiks for the last 2 days, you would have thought Akademiks pumped and dumped that bitch. That woman has an axe to grind. She done made 8 videos in 2 days. Because the way Tissa Tales is going at Akademiks, I'm like, woo! Yo, did you fuck that bitch? Because you know what that Tissa Tales remind me of? Remember when that goofy long jaw snow bunny, what's her name? That goofy long jawed snow bunny was trying to come at my nigga mediocre tutorials and reviews. Remember? And she was crying about, mediocre, you promised that. Yeah. Because mediocre said he didn't want to fuck with her no more. And the chick was crying. It had me wondering, shout out to my nigga mediocre tutorials and reviews, like, yo, bro, did you dick her down? What happened? You feel me? It's a lot of shit. Listen, I don't know if Akademiks fuck Tessa Tales or not, but damn, the way that Tessa's going at Akademiks, like 8 videos in 2 days, I'm like, damn, did Act smash? Like, it's a lot of shit that be going on behind the scene. I be trying to tell y'all, and y'all be like, listen, YouTube, the music industry, Hollywood, the whole shit is get out, nigga. That's why, nigga, when I saw this shit, I was like, oh, fuck this shit. I'm not doing this. And as soon as I saw this shit, I told you guys about it. And y'all like, nigga, you capping. I've told y'all it's a lot of weirdo shit. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, man. I've exposed too much, bro. I've exposed too much. Anyway, guys, God bless. It's your boy Jones, and I'm out. Peace. I'm saying, whoo, this was crazy.